Are you ready to know what you don't know about money? Then you're in the right place. This is Savvy Insights, a podcast on exploring prosperity, seizing opportunities, and preserving freedom, bringing you tips, tricks, tools, and extreme value. Broadcasting from our studio in Toronto, I'm your host, Baz. I want to personally welcome and thank you for joining us today. I'm really glad you're here because this podcast is designed for you. Before we dive in, remember you can reach me on Twitter at insights_savvy to discuss further about today's insight. Now let's begin. Allow me to ask you a few things to see if this show is right for you. How many asset classes are you aware of? Have you considered fringe assets before? How about what is asset allocation and how to find your allocation strategy? If you already have some assets, explore how an asset protection strategy can guard you and the things you control against others and their entities, whether it be domestic or foreign. Have you figured out a retirement strategy? If not, where do you want to retire? Is it where you are today or is it abroad? With these insights and more, if you haven't already, you can take back control of your financial future. Help share these insights with others and thrive no matter where and what tomorrow brings. Once more, my name is Baz. I was born and raised in downtown Toronto. I'm a university graduate in sciences. One passion that has cast a very long shadow in my life has been my curiosity on finances. At an early age, I noticed how the public education system didn't explore personal finances, and that realization came to me when I first paid for my first chocolate bar through my allowance and learned about this thing called sales tax, and how that chocolate bar I was buying wasn't just 50 cents. That experience blossomed and had me diving into the self-help section at my local chapter's bookstore, which was at the corner of John and Richmond in Toronto. I would pick up a couple books over time authored by either like Robert Kiyosaki, Peter Lynch, David Chilton, and of course, Benjamin Graham, absolute giants in the field of self-help finance. Most of the knowledge shared in these publications were pretty foundational in my understanding, and that gave me an edge in finance relative to my peers as I grew up. While parents were saying to save money, I learned about purchasing power and how that is the true value of money. That led me getting into certifications and accreditations in the investment sector at Toronto. Thus, a path of work in the banking sector for over a decade. In the Savvy Insights podcast, we will be exploring all this and more on a weekly basis with occasional bonus material. If you enjoyed this trailer, be sure to subscribe so you're notified when a new insight is shared. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at Twitter at insights_savvy. And if you haven't yet, I would immensely appreciate it if you took a moment to rate and review this podcast with either a 4 or a 5-star review and share it with your friends if you so feel inclined, that is. Thank you so much for listening, and I really hope you're leaving with some great insights that can help you in building yourself up in the future to even greater heights as we develop our relationship. Until next time, carpe diem, stay savvy. Bye-bye.